morning, YouTube. My name is Will. Oh, you got itch? This here is Enzo, my German Shepherd, who's got a sudden burst of energy despite we've already been to the park. A couple things before we get started. First is my soap showed up, so thank you, Matt. Appreciate it. Number 45. Any of you guys don't know, he is the Obsessed Garage channel, so real cool guy. If you're looking for car detailing, how-tos and stuff, not necessarily how-tos, like methodology, I guess, would be a better way. I don't know. You should check him out, though, if you're into that detailing stuff. Anyways, as you saw by the title of this video, we are going to have some Evo content today, which is good because I'm feeling a little, what's the term? What's the term addict shoes? Feeling a little Evo deprived. Before we do that, however, we do have to do a quick touch-up on the FJ. I did wash this last night. Now, I knew I was kind of pushing it to begin with because of how late I started. It doesn't look too bad. We've already driven it. We went to the park, and obviously it stays out overnight. So, actually, it looks pretty good. I was afraid there was going to be a lot of water spots because as I was drying, it was getting really dark. Part of the reason it took me so long last night is my pressure washer broke. Now, if you've watched some of my previous videos, you do know I do like this pressure washer. I think it's more than powerful enough to use for a foam cannon. Hi, buddy. And I definitely love how I've got the setup here. It makes it real easy. I can just wheel it out. Really. The problem, I think, is... So this is the third one that I've broken in 2 years. And I say I've broken. What I mean is they basically just worn out. Like the motor's worn out. I can hear it. And I've taken every precaution, which you should anyways. You know, making sure there's water in before you turn it on and all that good stuff. I think I'm just using it more than it's meant to. People who buy this pressure washer probably only use it maybe once a year on average. Where during my slow periods of the year when maybe I'm just really busy with work and stuff, I still use it at least once or twice a week. And if it's a really busy time, I could be using it 3-4 times a week. So I guess that's to be expected. This one's still under warranty, so I might go ahead and get it swapped out and then maybe just sell it on eBay or something. I don't know at this point. I think I finally just need to bite the bullet and buy a nicer one. I actually did that once, like a year ago. I bought a nicer one. And the reason I took it back, aside from the fact that it didn't fit on my cart and that really annoyed me, was that it didn't do any better. So I was like, well, what's the point of having it? Now, when I say nicer, I'm not talking like some crazy setup like some Krenzel setup, or I think that's how you say it. It was just it was still electric, but it was a higher end one. And for what I'm doing, it didn't make the extra power or anything didn't make any difference because I don't even need as much power really as that one has. I still suggest that one as a first time though. To be honest, if you're just getting into this type of detailing, I would still buy that because it's a minimal investment. I've got the link below. I think it's like 70-80 bucks on Amazon. It's a good test. Even if you do end up wearing it out, if you honestly wear that thing out in a year or so, that means you're really getting into it, and then you know you should go ahead and buy something nicer. Whereas if you buy something nicer and then you don't use it, I mean, if you do that every time you try to pick up a new hobby, it's going to get very expensive. Or you're just not going to do it because you're going to think the price is too high. So I generally have two concepts when it comes to buying things. I'm either going to buy the bare minimum cheapest that's going to work, or I'm going to buy the one I want. When I'm unsure of things, I generally go the cheapest until I'm sure, and then I buy the one I want. So I don't know. The one I want though is, I forget, I want to say it's like $1,000 or something. I don't know. I don't know. So many car parts you can buy for $1,000. Anyways. I am really shocked at how well it came out, to be honest. I mean, I still did everything proper. It's just when you can't see very well, And I think partly the sandstorm paint, it really helps hide stuff, to be honest. But I really don't see any water spots. The roof's kind of a mess already just from sitting out. We have all these trees. Yeah, I mean, I guess I really don't have to do anything too crazy. Everything I'll mention is my wheels, I don't know how this is going to show up on camera. They're not like super blacked out right now. They're actually what I like them to be though. I don't like that wet look. I think that's unnatural. But I do like them to have a nice black shine to them. And I didn't even wash these yesterday because I was planning, I knew I was going to have to touch it up in the morning. So at that point, I knew I was going to be running low on time. I just figured I'd do the wheels and tires in the morning. They look really good still. I did spray them down and everything. So, I mean, they did get some cleaning, but I haven't done the actual wheels and tires in probably just over a week now. And they're still really shiny. So, I would definitely, if you like this look, you don't want that wet look. Plus, you don't want, the thing I don't like about the wet look is generally if they look wet, it's because they kind of are, and that's when you get that slinging, and I hate that. I don't want that all over my paint or anything. So what I use is Carpro Pearl, generally mixed 1-to-1. You can mix it lower, or you can mix it stronger. It doesn't seem to really change the look too much. What it will do is determine how long it lasts. So this has been over a week at 1-to-1. They still look really good for my taste. If I do like a 1-to-3 mixture, they don't last as long, especially if I get hit with rain. Now, if you live in a drier, like if you're like Southern California or something, you could probably do 1-to-3, 1-to-4 and be perfectly fine for a couple weeks. In fact, if you live in a drier climate, I would certainly experiment more, see how thin you can go, and see how long, because it's not exactly cheap stuff, just FYI, but you get what you pay for. Okay, enough about car cleaning. We are going to get into today's video. So I had a buddy reach out, actually kind of a reach out, reconnect, I don't know. I haven't seen this guy in years, so this is going to be kind of a trip down memory lane. But he recently reached out to me. He just bought an Evo X, so I'm going to go meet him. Fun fact is, back in the day, his was actually the first Evo I ever rode in. Excuse me. I knew what Evos were. I had been around them, stuff, but I'd never actually ridden in one. So his was the first that I rode in. It was during a snowstorm. We both worked together at the time, and the roads were basically shut down. So what did we do? We naturally went out and got some food, because why not when you have an Evo? And I was already kind of leaning towards wanting to buy an Evo, but that definitely like solidified it for me, was I have to own one of these cars at some point. And it was probably about 8 months after that, 6-8 months after that, I bought my first Evo. If you enjoyed the video, social media links below, my Instagram, Enzo's Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. I will say Instagram is the best to get in contact with me. Quick update on my Evo is there is no update, so once I have an update, I will give you one. Other than that, appreciate you guys watching, and let's get to it. Enzo. Downtown, and there it is. Temp tags and all. Same cosmic blue that I used to have. It does make me miss my 10 though, as a daily especially. Nice inky wheels. Not the crappy OEM ones either. I like it. I definitely miss having a 10 as a daily for sure. I even kind of miss that color, which I didn't particularly care for at first. Love these seats though.
Oh yeah.
I do kind of wish I would have kept them out of my 10. Dealer wouldn't have noticed.
I thought for a second, I was like, yeah, I'd really like to find one with the leather seats, but I'm happy with these.
The leather look better when you're not in them.
But then
These
right now would be...
Yeah, these are better when you're actually in them. I had the partial leather, and it was alright.
Yeah, these are much better though when it's hot out. Like
I had the fast key system, but I still had to like turn a key knob. Which was dumb.
I think you used to driving 3-pedal car again. It's been a minute.
Yeah.
It's so stock. It really does feel slow.
You know what though? It feels good though.
Like it's very, I don't know, factory.
But like it feels very tight. The Focus does not feel nearly this tight, like when you're driving around.
I was just surprised by, like I said, I know it's a completely different car than an 8 or a 9, but handling wise, the transmission.
Oh, it handles. I mean, they handle amazing.
I'm a huge fan of this whole SAWC thing telling me how much I'm beating on it too.
Oh yeah, that thing's gonna cause you to wreck.
Yeah, because it's like, I haven't got it's not all lit up yet.
If you can get it to do like cross, like top left, bottom right,
yeah,
then you know you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
Like, oh, this isn't the time to be looking at this thing, but look how cool it is.
Like, does it change colors when a wheel lifts off the ground? Like, what happens?
Like, it really should record it, so you can like on the GTR, you can go back and watch it.
Yeah. It's so quiet too.
At least it's not fake though.
Yeah.
Pretty sure this is why we stopped hanging out.
Yeah. Old habits die hard.
All right, back at the house. Did have to cut that short. Daycare emergency came up, so I didn't get as much footage as I had hoped, but I'm sure we'll see more of that car in the future. Same color as my old 10 used to be, so it was kind of cool being in another one. That one, of course, being a GSR, so 3 pedals. Obviously, shorter video, but I hope you still got some enjoyment out of it. Follow along, subscribe to keep track of my Evo's progress, and probably, like I said, see more of that one. Instagram links below, myself, Enzo. There's Twitter, Facebook, all that good stuff. Comment below if you have questions. Other than that, appreciate you guys watching, and you have a good day. Enzo, say bye. Say bye-bye.